G'day guys, welcome back. This is game number 2 between IBM and Intel. In the first week of the playoffs, this round of 8, we are going to have a PvP between Preeminence and A-Train off the back of a pretty sick ZVT between Ancient and Jinx. So we got Intel looking to get a bit of a revenge here. IBM currently up 1 game. What do you think, Zepph? We've cast A-Train and Preeminence a few times. In fact, let's bring up their handsome faces while we're talking about them. There we go.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen both of these guys before, and I'm not sure if we've seen them against each other just yet, but it should be pretty sick because it's a PvP, and that's one of those rare matchups that we don't get to see too often. So
not in our region. We're very Protoss starved right now in Southeast Asia.
True.
But
Protoss have been doing a lot better in the international scene recently, though.
You know, they got some really amazing... All the races got some amazing toys, and I got to say that the Protoss looks extremely strong right now, so I don't understand why there aren't too many Protoss players in our region. But anyway, let's talk about these guys. A-Train, we've seen a few times. He's been very friendly, leaving us YouTube comments. And of course, we've got Preeminence, who we've seen boss it up once or twice already in the regular season, and has an incredibly nice picture as well, I have to admit. And,
yeah, definitely.
So Star Station, Zepph. This is a Protoss map for 2 Protosses.
Yeah.
Have you vetoed this bad boy as well as the last map?
I think I have, actually.
Yeah, I have as well. It's a little bit too big. 4-player maps, they kind of, you know, remind me of Teldarim Ultra. And
yeah, I just don't like it because I'm a filthy Zerg and I don't know what direction to scout first.
No filthy Zergs in this matchup, so let's get our PvP hats on, Zepph, which are all shiny and golden like. So let's begin this game. All right, guys. No more waiting. Let's do it.
Game resumed.
In the top right, we have got A-Train from Team IBM. And who's in the bottom right?
In the bottom right, it is Preeminence.
Well spotted.
Red versus blue. Once again, keeping the colors nice and easy for us to decipher.
That's right. Keeping it classical.
IBM, of course, is the red. That is A-Train. And Preeminence is blue for... Intel. Very fitting.
Bit of a shout out to you there by your fan A-Train there. Hope I get a shout out as well. That's a little bad manner, A-Train. Come on, man. Anyway.
Much love to A-Train. He's been very supportive of us.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah, there we
go. Mwah. Big
all
Maynarde kiss. That's it. All right. So we're all good friends here at the AHGL. We're a bit of a family now. We've been doing stuff together for a very long time. It's been at least 8 weeks of regular season.
Yeah. But that was actually a lot of games that we did. I can't actually fathom how many games we actually did. It felt like so few because it was so spaced out.
Yeah, and because it's a 4-player map here, we can see that the guys are scouting incorrectly for the first scout there. It's a little bit unfortunate for both players, but it doesn't really matter. They have mirrored builds right now. PvP is still largely the same up until 12-ish, 13 food and 14 food. In fact, when you take those gases, it's all quite standard.
Yeah. This is a matchup, though, that I'm really watching closely. I'm really excited to see how it's going to evolve, particularly in the early game, because we saw a couple of PvPs during the season so far, and we saw just how much the Mothership Core changes the early game for Protoss.
Actually, yeah, the Mothership Core needs to be taken into account. Also, the cheaper Dark Shrine, of course, coming into play quite heavily in PvP. A lot of people just losing to Dark Templars straight up for not having a cannon and not having an observer. Actually, I've been watching Artosis play a bit of his PvP, streaming again now.
Yeah.
And he is under the belief, and generally, you take everything he says as gospel because he's a genius. But he is under the belief that you really need to be aggressive in PvP to sort of take the reins and dictate the play. So as soon as you have units, use them, get up in the grill of your opponent, get some 3 or 4 stalkers up there, and start forcing some decisions from him that he otherwise wasn't planned or ready to make.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's not too far off how it was in Wings of Liberty as well. But Wings of Liberty felt a lot more like a game of mass, you know. 1 stalker versus 3. Oh, well, I guess you lose now, and it's like 5 minutes into the game, but...
And this one's, you know, it's not, I don't want to say rock, scissors, paper, because it's actually more like rock, scissors, paper, shotgun, nuke, slime ball. There's like a million different ways to kill the other Protoss now. It's not just 3. There is, a ton of different ways to get stuff done. And look at this, actually, 2 workers in each gas here for A-Train, and this does generally mean Dark Templar play in Korean ladder, from what I've been told. So,
yeah, indeed. But at the same time, Preeminence has gone for the double gas himself, and he's stuck 3 in each side. So we've got some serious tech coming out.
That's Stargate
Preeminence.
Yep. So Dad Oracle, the Trollicle, something very, 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 very good at killing workers and also being very quick. Does manage to pervert your enemy at the same time. So, and 4 gates down for A-Train, looking a little bit old school here.
Yes, Trollicle indeed. I've heard that the Koreans call it the miracle.
The miracle, yeah. I bet the Protoss Koreans call it miracle. I wonder what the non-Protoss players call it in Korean.
Yeah.
I don't know too many Korean swear words, so.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely
Nice
right. A-Train looking like he's going to be the aggressor earlier on here. So how is this actually going to fare against the Stargate opening?
Well, the Oracle is a good unit decision here because not only does it do sick damage to a worker line, it also has that detectability. So if your opponent is going for Dark Templars, it can double as an observer.
Yeah, it does quite a bit of damage against light units as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I suppose the trade-off is that it is very, very weak. It takes like a couple of hits and it's gone.
Yes, it is made of paper. That is the drawback of having an incredibly powerful unit.
And A-Train here, he's arriving at the front door. What is Preeminence going to do about it?
Oh my god, this is a lot of Stalkers, Zepph. Is this going to be it? Is Preeminence just not prepared for this? This is a lot of Stalkers from A-Train. This one pylon here is going to go down. That won't supply cap Preeminence. It is annoying nonetheless. He can only make a couple more units here. He is still making Oracles, trying to Chrono Boost him out as much as he can. The Oracle that he pulled out to attack is being brought back. But as we can see, the minor hit points there, that thing does die quite quickly. And he is forced to pull probes.
Oh, this is never good, but he may still just be able to pull it off. 3 Stalkers are now out for Preeminence against the 4 of A-Train. 1 is very hurt, but more Zealots are going to come in to reinforce, and there is a pylon on the high ground for A-Train.
Wow. Yeah, of course, in Heart of the Swarm, you can't warp in from the low ground with a pylon. You need to have the pylon on the same level or higher of the ground you're trying to warp in on. So A-Train in a really good spot here. The Zealots making all the difference. The last Oracle does go down, and it's basically a game of mass like it was in Wings of Liberty. We have got 6 Stalkers versus 2, and yeah.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a very, very quick game as more probes come off the line. Yeah. Really great job here from Preeminence. He's actually taking out Stalkers with them.
He's pulling every punch here. Preeminence doing as much as he can.
Yep, and
with what he's got.
Start going down very shortly. Here's a Void Ray. Can it be the game changer? There's next
There's
to no
still
probes
so many Stalkers left. He's focusing down as quick as he can. But I think you're right, Zepph. This Void Ray might get the job done. But oh my god, is Preeminence going to hold here?
I think he might, but the pylons are under siege now. All that's left are Zealots versus Zealots.
He just doesn't have a mineral bank anymore, though. Yeah, and the Zealots are on the mineral line. Oh, it still looks dire for Preeminence. And yeah, with this Stalker warp in, he will be forced to punch out here. GG! Amazing effort there from Preeminence. Nearly holding an incredibly strong 4-gate from A-Train.
Yeah, that was really, really close. I think maybe if Preeminence had have gone for a Void Ray instead of the Oracle, he would have actually held that, which speaks volumes about how much PvP has evolved. But a really great job by Preeminence. He held on for a long time there. An
amazing job by both players, I got to say. Really inspiring PvP play. I mean, you know, it's weird to say a 4-gate is inspiring, but the micro was very good. It was well placed. It caught him by surprise, and Preeminence is an incredibly strong Protoss. So to catch a guy like that with his pants down, very well played by A-Train there. And of course, yeah, he came very, very close to holding it. Like Zepph and I said, we honestly didn't know in the last couple of seconds there if that was it or not. But you know,
yeah. Oh well, I guess he lost a few too many probes there, but it's not to worry because there'll be many more worker lines that may be pulled in the next game. We don't know yet, but
that's right.
Yeah, I suppose we better hop into the next game, not to leave you guys hanging.
No, let's not hang it. So we got IBM currently 2 games up on Intel. Can Intel bring it back? Stay tuned for game number 3.